This is unapologetic, exotical content, where we don't rewrite reality, we just remind you of it. They say I'm male-centered, but let's be real. The loudest ones crying that out are the same women who'd sacrifice their edges, credit scores, and rent money just to be reposted by a man they swear they don't care about. It's always the unambiguous women yelling, "We don't need men," who will interrupt your conversation with one, try to outwave you in his peripheral, and full-on malfunction when your man shows up fine, tall, moisturized, and not dusty. I've had women take deep breaths like they smelled trauma when they saw a photo of my man on my desk, then storm out like I triggered their abandonment wound. I don't even put pictures up anymore, not because I'm private, but because I don't have a desk. I have the soft life now. Meanwhile, they're still clocking in, flaunting husbands who cheat like it's a hobby and pretending that a ring is a personality. I had a bald, bitter boss get mad at me, and all I had was a boyfriend. She had a husband. Sis, what were you mad at? My glow? My life? My visible eyebrows? This is the same one who bragged about living in a nice neighborhood while grinning at every white person in the office like she was auditioning for approval? Then turned around during staff meetings and gave a full TED talk on how her beautiful black skin glows, when in reality, she looked like she was dipped in unseasoned flour, ashy, dull, and mad. You can't yell, "I'm not male-centered," while your lace glue's holding on tighter than your man. You got $5,000 worth of weave, nails, and lashes, but it's for you and other women? Really? So why do you melt down when men don't validate it? You did all that for yourself, but forgot to invest in a gym membership and groceries. That's not self-care. That's self-delusion with afterpay. And please stop yelling, "If I can't take care of myself, I can't care for others." Sis, if your self is 100% synthetic, I don't want your care. You take that wig off, and boom, it's an unsolved mystery. I can't let a chameleon nurture me. Let's talk psychology, since buzzwords are flying. Many women are male-centered, and it's not always a bad thing. We were trained to be, raised to be, marketed to be. But here's the key: own it. I used to say I wasn't, but I do care what my man thinks because I like him. That's not male-centered, that's connection. The issue isn't liking men. It's lying about it to sound enlightened while building your entire identity around being desired. That's not growth. It's rebranding. Truth is, a lot of these women say they dress for women. Okay, so why do your self-care purchases consistently align with what you think men and LGBTQ women find sexy? Although men don't even find it sexy. Lace fronts, lashes, BBLs, waist trainers, stripper heels. Name one straight woman who said she did all that because she wanted to impress another woman? I'll wait. Y'all talk down on the LGBTQ community, but need to embrace them. Because let's be honest, you might be deeper in that circle than you realize. You say you don't care about men, but your body, your budget, and your breakdowns say otherwise. You're male-centered in denial. But me, I'm more self-centered than anything. I care about my health, my mind, and my peace. I won't glue cancer-causing chemicals to my scalp or nails just to chase attention from men who still aren't picking you. That's the wild part. Men don't even center, y'all. You saying you don't care is a reaction to rejection. It's giving, "You can't fire me, I quit" energy. Let's talk about that girl who said I could take her man without trying. She wasn't mad at him for thirsting in my comments. She was mad at me. I became the villain just for existing. You know how insecure you have to be to attack the sun for shining? Her man was under my pics with hard eyes, and I got the side eye. Baby, your real beef is with reality. The psychology, that anger is displaced shame. It's easier to blame the exotical than admit your man has preferences that don't include you. That's why they're yelling male-centered, not as a critique, but as a coping mechanism. They couldn't get chosen, so now they pretend they don't want to be. You've got women proposing to themselves, announcing soft life with no peace, and reposting TikTok affirmations to drown out the truth. But here's my truth. I'm not ashamed to say I care what my man thinks. I'm not ashamed to value being attractive. I'm not ashamed to not lie to myself for online applause. The real flex is honesty, not buzzwords. Try it sometime. And if that made you uncomfortable, ask yourself why. Because if you're throwing around buzzwords to dodge the reality of rejection, maybe the lace glue ain't the only thing that's holding on too tight. Follow for more unapologetic exotical content, where we don't rewrite reality, we just remind you of it.